So this is the People's Garden of Hope. Used to be the People's Children Garden of Hope, but I guess the People's is good enough because that emphasized the children. Why is it just the People's? Well, because there was some type of organization or agreement made with Leslie Sheldon, Gail Johnson, and whoever else is in charge, that they're going to remove this sign, the People's Children Garden of Hope. They don't remove dog poo. They don't remove broken glass. They don't remove things that will, see that children cannot play in areas. Their main focus is to oppose anything that Kevin Clarke has done. But this is what we have done here. Aside from the garden that we have built over there, we have transplanted flowers from that garden over to this area. So we have put flowers now all around the garden area. So when young people play, or whoever decide to use this area, they get a sense of joy and happiness, because flowers brings joy and happiness. You need to liven up the area where people live, and you need to put positive influence in it. We have also asked Toronto Community Housing to put flow lights over here, because once it starts to get dark, it gets dark around here and people are not able to play on the court anymore. And you'd rather have people out here on the basketball court rather than have them out doing delinquent activities. Also, the light over there by that tree is being blocked by the tree, so a secondary light should be put in there. Right now, a couple of days yesterday, there was a couple seniors who was here sitting here. Seniors have not come down to this area in such a long period of time, but because there's a beautiful garden that was created by the man who is expected to be the next mayor of Toronto, Kevin Clarke, they now come to this area. They've even gone into the garden. These are the things we expect. These are how we build strong community. We build strong community by putting in positive influence in there for the community. Now, what I also did was, once I noticed the plants were dying off, was I started replanting 3 weeks ago. So as you can see now, even in the early part before October, we have fresh plants that are growing. Now, when we find dead, fruits that are falling off, we don't just dispose of them, we replant them. So as you can see, these are new tomatoes that are coming up. What I had hoped to have done was to have an event and have kids put these plants into potters and take them home. But unfortunately, I received some unwanted attacks by a few people who seem to think that they are all that matters in the community. As you can see, we still have some corn left, but I don't believe that corn came. And these are all things I planted just through my sweat and my brow, because I believe that we need to build a strong environment for children to grow and children to play, so that they can oppose the delinquent activity. Now, also, I've transplanted these plants here into potters, as you can see. So hopefully our bell peppers are going to make it through. And as you can see here, here's the new growth that are coming up that I've planted across. And yes, the pepper is coming out well. So this pepper is going to be alive. So I'm going to have to put more dirt into it. And in this potter here, I'm going to have to drill holes so the water can drain. And hopefully this sunflower will come out before the end is done. I'm trying to figure out what this plant was. But what I do is, everything I eat, I plant it, right? And as you can see, the beautiful growth that we have received. I've also put down garbage cans. And as you can see, people are using the garbage cans. But the mismanagement of Dell, and look, we have beautiful new growth coming up. The mismanagement of Dell is that now they don't change the garbage can. So I put the garbage can in there and people show that they use the garbage can. But yet Dell is not backing me up. And that's what makes them, an agency that is not fit for Toronto Community Housing. So we've got some nice growth coming up. And once the rain falls and soak it today and the next couple of days, then we'll be able to go through, and as you can see, more new growth coming up. So when you're being attacked by serpents and flesh, all you have to do is outthink the serpent and to do things that will in turn discourage them. Our beans are looking good too. So let me get inside though, because we're in the rain and I'm using a very cheap phone. I'll come back later on when the rain stops, and we're going to trim down these corn trees to get rid of all the dead leaves. And then we can use the leaves for something. We can also use the bamboo, because there's kids who are always asking me about things for kites. And I believe these bamboos can be used for kites. Everyone have a beautiful and blessed day. And remember, we are looking to get to a 95% herd immunity, because 8 runs rampant. And for us to combat 8, the only way we can do that is through love. And this is my love for the people and for the children of the city of Toronto. And I put it in plants. To God be the glory.